Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't been here in a very long time. I've just been super busy and I have a lot going on in my personal life, but today I wanted to hop on and share with you a book haul. This is going to be my February and March combined book haul. I have quite a bit of books to get through, so let's go ahead and jump into the first book. The first book that I'm going to show you here, The Queen Rising. I actually received this in my uppercase subscription box, and this is by Rebecca Ross. I really don't know much about this. I know it is a YA fantasy story. There's some like secret missions, hidden identities, and that it should be a good time. However, YA fantasy is really not a genre I go towards, so I probably will end up giving this one away. Next three books I actually picked up in February, and I wanted to read them in February, but I never got around to them. The first one is The Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's a collection of essays. I also picked up Difficult Women by Roxane Gay. I also want to read this one. I really want to read these because I've heard nothing but great things about like all of her books. And then I also picked up this gorgeous edition of Lord of the Flies by William Golding. This is the deluxe, the Penguins Classics Deluxe edition. And I just love it. It has the deckled pages and the French flaps, and it just looks really great. The reason why I picked this up is I don't read a lot of classics, but I read this like way back in the day, like for school, and of course I've forgotten a lot about it. I know like the basic story, but I've forgotten a lot of like the details and stuff. And this book or this story has like so many beautiful covers, but this one I just thought was like so cool. And my husband always references this story, so I just wanted to like refresh my memory, and I actually have a nice copy of it now, but I have already read it, so I don't have like a priority to read it anytime soon. So got this one in February from my Book of the Month club pick. I got Still Me by Jojo Moyes. This is the third book in the Me Before You. It started off like Me Before You, and then there was After You, and then there was this. So I really don't even know what to call it, if it's just a trilogy or if it's a companion trilogy or like how that works exactly. But I got this one for my February Book of the Month pick. And then I went to the book exchange and I picked up a few books at Girl Boss for $8. It's something that I've seen floating around a lot. I thought it'd be a really fun read. There is that like show on Netflix that's like about this, so I may watch that as well, but I picked this up for $8. I also picked up The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. This one I spent $13.50 in store credit. I did read The Woman in Cabin 10, and I really liked that one. And I also have In a Dark, Dark Wood by her, and now I have The Lying Game by her. Haven't read either of those. And then, because I got the hardcover copy of Still Me, I saw these there as well. I have both of these in paperback, Me Before You and After You. I have them in paperback, but I figured since I'm going to have this third one in hardcover, I'd want them all to kind of like match and stuff. So I picked up the hardcover copies of these there. I got After You for $13.50, and I got Me Before You for $14. They're really good hardcover copies in good condition, so I picked those up there. Then I got into my manga kick because I started reading She's Sweet Home, parts 1 and 2. And so I have part 3 here. I did pick up part 2. So that should be in this haul, but I have already read it, so that will be in my wrap-up portion. But I did pick up parts 2 and 3 because I really did enjoy the first one. I've already read the second one, and I'm sure I'm going to love this third one as well. I also picked up A Last Kiss by Laura Lynn Page. because I got for a birthday present in February, I got First Touch by Laurel Page. I've already read it, so it's sitting behind me in the stack to talk about my wrap up. Danny from Danny Darling sent it to me for my birthday. I absolutely loved it, and I read it. And then Nicole from Let's Talk Books and I are actually going to be reading this book this month starting today. And then I got Blogging for Books is No More, but the last book that I got from them is Woman Number 7 by Edwin Lepucki, and this is kind of like a thriller mystery. And my most recent, my March uppercase box subscription included Ink, Iron, and Glass by Gwendolyn Clare. I did not do an unboxing of this. Well, I actually did, and then my memory card was corrupt, so I lost all of that. So, but this is basically about a world where you can draw different worlds, and there's like this scriptology is like a thing, and it's where you can craft entirely new worlds through this science. And it just sounds really interesting. This is also a YA fantasy, maybe a little bit of sci-fi thrown in there, but this is something that I actually think I will like. So I might give this one a go. The last two books that I have here to share with you is I got Captive in the Dark by C.J. Roberts. This is a severely dark romance story that was recommended to me a very long time ago when I posted my Tears for Tess review. Someone asked if I had read this one, and I hadn't, and it's been on my wish list for a while, and I've kind of been in the mood for these really dark romance stories, so I finally picked this one up, and it is the first one in like a series. And then the last book that I'm going to show you is this cookbook that I picked up. I told my husband I got rid of all of my old vegetarian, vegan cookbooks, well, all of my cookbooks, and I was in the mood to like try some new recipes out. And when you go and you're looking at all the cookbooks, I found one that I kind of liked. But when you're doing like a special diet, and vegetarian cookbooks kind of seem like they're so special because they have all these like strange, hard to find ingredients and stuff like that. It's very daunting to find a cookbook that you can actually like find enough recipes in that are like doable for your lifestyle, but also like within your budget, and ingredients that you can find different than like the normal everyday thing that you could be eating. So I found this one, and it's the Vegetarian 5 ingredient gourmet, and it has 250 simple recipes and dozens of healthy menus for eating well every day. And that is what drew me in, the 5 ingredients. So every single recipe has 5 ingredients, and then from those ingredients it's like a 2 to 5 step like put it together type thing. And it has everything from like tofu and salads and soups and pastas, and I really think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this, especially during the spring and summer where you really don't feel like slaving over a stove or anything like this. So yeah, 5 simple ingredients, easy to find ingredients, and then at the bottom here it has like a suggested menu of like maybe make this, and these are other recipes in this book that you might want to find to have like a whole meal. But like I said, I think this will really be great, and it will get me to try a couple of new things, because I kind of do get stuck on this unhealthy kick of eating the same thing like all the time and a lot of carbs. And so this is a good way to like get more of those fruits and veggies in like new and exciting ways. So I picked this up. What I don't like about it is that it has no color illustrations. It has absolutely no pictures of the menu or anything like that. So it's just like this manual of like, here's the 5 ingredients, here's how you put them together, and then done. So that's one thing that I think this is lacking, but for the price of $19, like I think it will be worth it, and maybe I can find some favorite recipes out of here and then make some new dishes and be happier and healthier. But these are the books that I'm going to share with you that I am hauling in February and March. There are a couple of other ones that will be in my wrap up, but I've already read them, so I just figured I would share them with you there. But that's all for today's video. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!